graduation from Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Delhi, and I've done my graduation in biochemical engineering and biotechnology. I also got a chance to pursue some of my research abroad. So I've been to Taiwan. I've been for a 3 months internship to Switzerland also. I tried to explore myself in various other fields in the college. So I was involved in music, in the singing, and I was also involved in volleyball in my college.
Okay. So what are you doing nowadays?
So right now I'm preparing for the exam.
You're unemployed.
Yes, sir.
After having such a good training, having such a good exposure in different parts of the world, why you have chosen to remain unemployed?
Your favorite Domino's pizza at 40% off. Only on.
So when I graduated, I worked for 1 year with ICICI Bank Mumbai. So, but after that, I felt I needed more time to devote to studies because there is a rigorous process that one has to go through. So
You
thought,
were product manager in ICICI.
Right, sir.
A biotech engineer being manager of product of financial nature. Which kind of financial products you were looking at?
Sir, I was managing the online portfolio for loans. So auto loan, personal loans, credit cards. So I was looking into those products.
What's the use of being a scientific training, biochemical, biotechnology? India, this is why India is lagging behind in technological progress.
Sir, here I would like to say, I decided to appear for civil services towards the end of my graduation. So going to ICICI Bank was more of a financial necessity for me because I did not want to prepare. So I wanted to have financial independence while I wanted to also prepare for the.
So are you confident that as administrator you can contribute to nation building better than being a biotech scientist and engineer?
Sir, I think I'll be contributing in a much more constructive way. I think this is because of two reasons. One, I find my passion and my inner calling in this direction more. And this is because throughout IIT, I have explored that I have always felt that there are two worlds. One which is wealthy, which is rich, and which is prosperous, and which is even aspiring for higher goals. But there is another strata of the society where even the basic necessities of life are missing. And this experience, it got manifested at various levels, especially when I got to explore the outside the country also. So I found that much more needs to be done in this side. I do not deny the fact that research is also important, but I found I found a greater role in this side because I come from Mewat and I have seen the difficulties of that area. So for me, it was not.
Wealth disparity is widening consistently. 1% Indians are having control over 73% of national wealth. Remaining 99% citizens are having only 27% wealth distributed among them. What measures you will take as an administrator to contain at least this widening wealth disparity?
Sir, I believe first of all we need to empower our workforce, especially that workforce which is not finding itself a good way to contribute to nation building. And for that, health and education are the basic prerequisites. So I would make sure that in my district, as an administrator, these two faculties, these two basic necessities are available at a more accessible and in a more affordable manner. So that will be the first thing. Then second is that to contribute and to earn for themselves, they have to be engaged in some constructive employment activities. So I'll make sure that people in agriculture, if they are involved, it is remunerative. If they are in industries, they get minimum wages.
You are assuming that you'll be an IAS officer. Let's say you are selected as an IPS officer. You are appointed as superintendent of police of a district.
Okay, sir.
Then what measures you will take?
Sir, I'll ensure that the poor, they are, I think, the worst affected by this inequality, and they are also somebody who do not have enough capacity to fight for their cases, especially when they get caught up in a legal battle. So I will make sure that some kind of legal assistance is always available to them. At the same time, I'll ensure that safety, especially for women, is available, and that we can do by either involving the community as a measure, or we can also identify certain hotspots of the region and then take a targeted approach to tackling crime.
Thank you, Aspa.
Okay, you belong to Mewat, and Mewat is facing all three social problems. One is called casteism, second is regionalism, and third is communalism. Right? Look, you are a student of biochemical. Out of three, which one is what simple compound, which one is complex compound, and which is composite complex compound? Because without knowing chemistry, you couldn't understand the problem. So casteism, regionalism, and communalism. Which one is simple compound?
So can I take a minute?
Yes, of course.
So I'm not able to.
Okay, look, against caste system in India since medieval period, look, evolution of Islam took place in India, Sikhism evolved, but in spite of that, within Muslim in India and Sikh, there are caste system.
Right, sir.
What are the causes behind this? Because in this religion, there is no place of caste. But in practice, there is a much stronger caste feeling among Muslims and Sikh within India. Why?
Sir, with respect to Islam as a religion, I believe many of the Islamic practitioners, they are the converts of Hinduism or some other religion.
Okay, thank you.
Which,
So you did work in Quebec, Montreal,
yes,
right?
sir.
Why in Quebec there is a feeling of alienation in comparison to rest of the part of Canada? Because a referendum has already taken place in Quebec.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Okay, you also did work in Taiwan. What is the old name of Taiwan?
Sorry, sir, I'll read about it.
So you are a student of chemistry, biochemistry. In Switzerland, you did work. There is experiment going on that is called Large Hadron Collider. Why proton is selected for what? Getting God particles.
Sir, I'll read about it.
Look, what is Montreal Convention? Because you did work in Montreal.
Sir, Montreal Protocol is basically to prevent the depletion of ozone. So,
Yes, it is. But why ozone duplication is much more in Antarctica, over Antarctica? But in Canada, there is relatively less. Over Arctic, there is less duplication of ozone. Why?
sir, because there is more intensification of polar stratospheric clouds in the Antarctic region.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Ashima.
Yes, sir.
Ashima, you belong to Mewat. What is the historical significance of Mewat?
Yes, sir. So, sir, Mewat has this Mayo community, and these are the people who have vehemently contributed into the first revolt of independence that happened in 1857. Also, they contributed to fight against Babur when Babur came to India. So, in Battle of Khanwa, this community contributed a lot.
Any example from Delhi Sultanate? Do you remember any Sultan of Delhi Sultanate who is related to Mewat?
Sir, I'll read about it.
Okay. I can see in your DF that your hobby is ghazal.
Yes, sir.
So who was the founder of ghazal in India?
Sir, I'm not.
What is Thumri?
Sir, Thumri is a style which is famous in North India, and it is a modified form of raga, which is presented.
What is Kasida?
Sir, Kasida is the rhythm which is there in ghazal. So there is a poetic rhythm in the ghazal as a writing form.
What is the difference between Nazm and Kasida?
Sir, I'm not aware of that.
Do you remember any ghazal? Can you tell me 2 lines of the poetry of any famous Urdu poet?
Sir, I know of ghazals from the songs only. So, Ranjish Hi Sahi.
Who sang this song?
Sir, Mehdi Hasan, sir.
Mehdi Hasan is an Indian ghazal singer.
Sir, he was basically from Pakistan. So he's from Pakistan.
Okay. See, in prime ministerial form of government, what is the role of Council of Minister? Do you think that there is any role of Council of Minister in prime ministerial form of government?
Sir,
What is prime ministerial form of government?
Sir, prime ministerial form of government is where the head of the state is prime minister and he is the executive, and there is collective responsibility principle where the council of minister. Sir, I'll read about it.
Okay, what is shadow cabinet?
So shadow cabinet is a cabinet where, though it is not directly elected, so it does not consist of ministers as such, but there are some other members who actually decide and define the policies of the government. So in that manner, it is something which is not mentioned in the constitution or in the legal
Or it is
framework.
cabinet in waiting? Shadow cabinet.
So, sir, I don't think so. It is cabinet in waiting.
What is the difference between caretaker government and interim government?
Sorry, sir, I will read.
What is the meaning of your name, Ashima?
Sir, meaning of my name is Aseem. In Hindi, it is called Aseem, which means limitless and infinite.
How will you use this, the meaning of your name, when you become an IAS officer? Do you have this quality?
Sir, I believe I have this quality, especially when it comes to perseverance and dedication related to any task. So, even during my college, I faced some situations where I had to always keep myself motivation, continue my work. So, I took up research projects, and at times it did not give results immediately. So, this perseverance and dedication has helped me to face those particular situations.
Okay, my last question, Ashima, why the filled water bottles are not kept in the car? Glass water bottles are not kept in the car. If the car is outside and there is sunshine,
Sir, I'll read about it.
Okay, Ashima, thank you.
Ashima, you belong to Haryana, basically. So, when we see the female literacy rate of Haryana, you know what is the female literacy
It is
rate?
around 66%, ma'am.
Okay, and there's also a problem of female feticide.
Yes.
There have been cases of honor killings. You think that Haryana, when it comes to its females, to its women, it's a bit harsh as a society?
Ma'am, I would definitely like to agree with you because there is a patriarchal mindset in Haryana, and it is reflected in number of parameters. If we take female feticide, if we take the labor force participation, if we take the violence against women, especially in case of dowry, and the number of rapes that happen. Haryana is said to be the rape capital also. So, in that, if we see all these parameters, it definitely comes out that there is certain inhibition, certain restrictions when it comes to women in Haryana.
But why is Haryana so difficult to its women? I mean, they form a major part of its labor force. As we have seen, the Haryanvi women actually work very hard and they are actually responsible for sustaining as a society. But in reverse, we do not see that it actually appreciates that hard work. Can you tell me the root causes, the reasons?
Ma'am, one reason that is coming to my mind is rooted in history, because the location of Haryana is such that there have been a history of invasions, and so it was on the male population to prevent them from any kind of attacks. So this kind of dominance and this kind of subjugation has come from that historical angle. So now also that mindset is running where they think that women are weak and they need to be protected.
Women are more of a liability.
Maybe, yes, ma'am.
you also have your graduation and post-graduation in biotech biochemistry. Can you tell me what's the difference between chromatid and chromosome?
Ma'am, I'll read about it.
Chromosome and DNA?
Yes, ma'am. So DNA is the basic unit of a chromosome. So in our body, we
Then
have
what is gene?
gene is the smallest unit of a DNA.
So if you place it according to the size, it would be gene and then DNA and then chromosome and genome. Where would that be?
So genome will be a complete set of chromosomes of a.
So why is it that we are starting with gene but we are ending with genome?
Ma'am, I don't get your question.
Gene is the smallest unit as told by you, and we are ending with the largest unit as genome. Why did we place similar names at the smallest end and the largest end?
Because ultimately gene is the unit which is affecting the
Okay.
function of the body.
There is Genome India project going on. Can you tell me its aim and the disadvantage or challenges that it may face in the future?
Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, this project is about sequencing the genome of the entire of the Indian population. So, around 10,000 indigenous Indian individuals will be selected, and a reference grid will be made that will define the basic characteristics and the gene and the phenotype effect that they may show. So, it will basically be a footprint or a fingerprint of Indian population and the genetic characteristics that they have. When it comes to the challenges and the drawbacks that it might have, so one that I can foresee is maybe the racism part, because once you know that this particular indigenous community might have this particular phenotype or they may be weak at this particular function, so there may be discrimination against them. And then other challenge that is faced is obviously of the privacy, because now you have sequenced the whole population of a country, so you have an information of people of the country
At the genetic
that
level.
can be exploited.
Thank you, Ashma.